Well, that's another massive win today. I feel like it's going to become a running theme on it, or I'm hoping it is anyway, where I just come on and say, like, job done. That simple. Just about getting results. Listen, there's massive pressure on us today, and only one team crumbled this weekend. One team crumbled, and it was the team with the easiest fixture on. If football was played on paper, they had the easiest fixture. I've said on here before, sometimes in these run-ins, it's not about who's the best team. I think most of us would perhaps accept that Leeds have got better players, and maybe they've been better throughout the season, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. And when it gets to the nitty gritty, these lads have been here before. Roberts, Brownhill, Cullen, Bay around the dressing room, Barnes in there, Joe Worrell's been promoted, someone else. Anthony went up with Bournemouth, didn't he? These lads have been here before and done it. We've got experience in there, and it's who can handle the pressure this time of season. Who can handle it? We've proved before we can. We've got to go and do it again. Obviously, there's 7 games to go, and we're still outside the top 3, so we can't get carried away. But that was a big win today. I think someone said Bristol City were unbeaten in 6 or 7, maybe. So they're no mugs. They're in the playoff race, firmly in there as well. They may even have been in the top 6, perhaps. I don't know. But they're in the top 6 race. They're no mugs. That was a tough game, and it was one after last night. There was massive pressure on us, and it did stink of a banana skin. It's a game probably earlier in the season we might have stumbled in, but to get it over the line in the way we did as well, because we won 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story of the game. Let's be honest, we should have won 3-4, 5, perhaps, maybe that's a bit far, but 3-4-0. With the chances we have. Anthony misses at least 2 great chances. Fleming should have scored the header in the first half that just drops over the centre half and he puts it wide of the post. So, we've had 3, the 3 that I can just think of off the top of my head, but 3 massive chances after we've already gone 1-0 up. So, on another day we probably take them to the cleaners, but aside from the result, whether we won 4-0 or we won 1-0, it's worth 3 points, so that's the main thing. But the manner of the performance was great again. We dominated it from minute 1 to minute 90 until the last kick of the game, literally, when they could have scored. But we controlled the whole game. They offered nothing all game. I don't recall Trafford making I don't think he did make a save actually until that one in stoppage time that he caught. Could be wrong, but I don't think he did. I think I got a notification from the Athletic at full time saying Bristol City had an XG of 0.1, and that whole 0.1 must have been that shot at the end. Excuse me, because I can't remember him having anything else. That's how much we controlled the game. I think, like I said, we could have scored 4-5 on another day. So I think you've just got to look at it and say it's just a perfect performance at that level. We can't really ask for much more. It is. Dare I say we're hitting form at the right time, because we've got a really, really tough game next weekend and we've still got to play Sheffield. So we perhaps are hitting form at the right time, but it's hard to say because we have still got tough games. But that was a tough game today, and we've come through it with flying colours, really. Should have won more convincingly, which worth 3 points. I thought Cullen was excellent today, in the middle of the park. Early in the season, I think he struggled, as the whole team did, really. But I think Cullen struggled early in the season, and he's really come on into his own now. We are leaning on him. Whenever Cullen plays well, we seem to play well as a team. The midfield 3 is working at the minute. There's not really much he can change. Obviously, I know some people were upset with Foster and Fleming, Fleming starting and what have you, but it's one of them. You can't change a winning team. We played well at Swansea. We played well again today. You just can't change a winning team. I know Foster offers something slightly different, but it's hard to change a winning team. I actually thought Fleming did all right today. His first touch isn't the best. We all know that, but I think he did all right. Cullen was probably my man of the match. Aside from the chances Anthony missed, I thought Anthony actually had a good game. One thing you can never knock Anthony for, we know he's probably not the most prolific, or if you go up, is he going to keep you up on his own? We know he's not. That's not what he's there for primarily, but you can't knock that kid's work rate. Every single week he turns up, 90th minute, he's down the left and like he's got back in, he's won it back and he's driving, he wins as a throw-in and it just gets you up the pitch. Like, you can't understate what he brings to the team off the ball. Like, it is rare to get a winger who's like tracking back and wants to do that side of the game, because Edwards that's not really his game on the other side, but you get away with it because like the balancer, like Anthony will do it down the left, so you get away with it. I think it's easy to overlook how important Anthony actually is to this team. And I know he misses the big chances today, and on another day we look back and say, well, God, he cost us there. Like Foster at Preston and, you know, so on and so forth. There's numerous examples this season. But today I thought he had a good game aside from the misses. You know, Edwards, it's a weird one because he had a good game today, don't get me wrong, he did. I think with Edwards, like, the thing for me, you kind of waiting for him to start like delivering goals and assists regularly, because that's what we kind of signed him for. You know, there's no denying that we're a better team when he plays, but like, you kind of waiting for him to come to the party with the goals and the assists. Today he should have had at least one assist, because I think it was him who set Anthony up when he hit it straight at him. So you kind of waiting for him to come to the party a little bit with goals and assists, but there's no denying like he's making a massive impact on the team. So I'm not going to be critical of him because we're a far better team when he plays. For me, I just want him to start like goals, assists regularly. But again, he should have had some today. But listen, I think the overriding message, like, from me, and listen, it's not gospel, I don't preach it is, but it's just job done. Like, I said it when we played Oxford in February or something, and season was another 8 games ago or something. Just about winning games. When you get into past the transfer window, whatever, it's about winning games. Posting points can be one of the most difficult things to do, and we're doing it regularly. Leeds couldn't do it against Swansea. I think Leeds have won 1 in 5 now. It's a pressure time. Like, it's pressure football. Like, the best teams can play under pressure, and you know, you didn't do it last season. So psychologically for Leeds now, it's like, can you do it? You know, there's still a lot of pressure on him, and listen, we've still got to get past him. Loads of work to do. We've got to prove we can live up to that pressure ourselves. But we have been here before, and we've got out of this league. Parker's got out of this league. So, like, we've got things on our side. But next Saturday's huge. Like, if we could go to Coventry and win, that would be absolutely massive. You know, it's Burnley's luck. They're not going to be as bad as they were against Sheffield, because that's just our luck. And it's away. They do tend to be better at home. Listen, massive game. Would I take a point right now? No, because I don't think a point's any use. I don't think we can go anywhere now and say, oh, we'll take a point, unless it's like QPR, second last home game, and we need a point to go up or something. Then you say, yeah, but I don't think at the minute we can say, oh, we'll take a point. Oh, we'll take a point, because you've got to keep winning, because you know one of the other two is more than likely going to win. That's just the consistency of it. Like, and you're going to need 90-something points to go up this year. So, listen, we've got to go to Coventry and we've got to be trying to win that game. If we can come away with 3 points, we are in fantastic shape, because these two games, Bristol and Coventry, were the ones where we looked at and thought, banana skins them. Like, these could be season defining, and the rest are like a bit more favourable. And Sheffield, so like, it's massive. Next week's game, just, you can't understate the importance of that. To me, we've got to go and try and win it. If you don't, it is what it is. You've got, like, you live and die by the sword, but you've got to go and try and win that game. And if we can, it will be absolutely monumental for our season. But listen, 3 points today, and we've just got to be happy with it and move on. And people tell me I don't smile enough, so I'm smiling today.